Hello.
Hi,
Would you please tell us your name and your maiden name also?
my name is Cynthia Anheier, and my maiden name is Frazee.
Okay. You tell us how you got into Scientology and Dianetics.
It was in 1980. I was in Miami, and I was pretty low and down at that point. And a body router came over and asked me if I wanted to do a personality test, and it kind of sparked my interest. I said, oh, sure. So I went in and then I discovered Scientology and Dianetics, and it was an incredible blowout. I ended up on the concourse and doing the purification, which indicated to me at the time. It was just something that I was searching for pretty much this whole entire life that
So you got a lot of benefits out of Scientology.
yes, it was
At
awesome.
that point, did you get all of what was promised as far as did you get a purified body, and when you did the purification rundown, did you?
Um, I did when I did the purification rundown. I had previously was doing drugs, and it just totally cleansed my body. It was phenomenal.
Did it help you get off the drugs?
Yeah,
Right.
definitely. So this technology definitely worked. I mean, wasn't any stops for me to doing the whole bridge, especially when they had said you can go clear, and I was like, whoa, that was something that was part of I've been looking for, no aberration,
Okay.
things of that nature. Yeah.
All right. So
Go ahead.
what happened after did you leave after you left Miami? What occurred? What did you do?
Well, in Miami, I was on staff, and at that point, the main reason why I wanted to join staff was to be an auditor, and I wasn't getting too far, so I decided to pack up my bags and go to Los Angeles and do the St. Hill briefing course.
Oh, wait a minute, just a second. You
Oh,
were
yeah.
you were on staff for how long?
I was on staff for 2.5 years.
And how much training did they give you for being
Um,
on staff for 2.5 years?
I got no training, and that was one of the main purposes. So I wanted to be an auditor to help people and to free them, and I wasn't getting anywhere.
Okay, so then you went to Los Angeles,
Yeah, that's what happened.
and then what happened there?
Well, they said, well, you should do the briefing course. That's how you become, an auditor and get trained, and that's the highest, type of training you would receive. So I went down there, and it was like, at the time then, it seemed like one stop after another. I tried to get on course, and they said, no, you got to do the false purpose rundown. It first came out. We want people to do it. So I said, great, I'll do that. I mean, I did get wins on it. And then the Sea Org approached me and said, if you want to be a Class 12 auditor, which was like, yeah, that's what I want to do, join the Sea Org. And I said, that's for me. So that's what I did. I joined the Sea Org, and I was in the Sea Org.
So they promised you to be class 12 if
Right.
you joined the Sea Org.
Yeah.
Did you become a class 12 in the Sea Org?
Unfortunately, I didn't.
Did you get any sort of tech training in the Sea Org besides admin and ethics?
It was mainly admin and ethics it was just all admin and ethics.
And how many years were you in the Sea Org?
That was 6 years.
So 6 years in the Sea Org, no class 12, no briefing course, no.
Nothing that was promised to me,
Right.
no. So it was kind of discouraging.
I'm sorry, I don't mean to laugh, but I'm listening to you, and
No,
you
I
say
know.
you
It
say
was
2.5 years at staff at Miami
Right.
and promising training, no training.
Yeah.
6 more years in the Sea Org, promising training, no training. So that's 8.5 years
Right.
of work, staff work, and you get no training for that.
Unfortunately, when you really look at it, no.
Okay.
I mean, I really wanted the tech. I mean, that's and I knew
Okay.
it worked.
All right, let's fast forward over to the free zone. When did
Okay.
you get over to the free zone?
Well, I had to leave the Sea Org because at the time, if you had children, they wouldn't accept it. So I had to leave. So I decided, okay, let me go raise a family. That's one of my purposes. on the second dynamic, so I went off for 15 years and kind of put it in the closet. You know, Scientology and Dianetics.
Okay, well, who told you couldn't have children in the Sea Org? Because when L. Ron Hubbard was around, he had children.
Right.
And there was children around. There was a children academy, I think. So was this under the David Miscavige regime that said, not under LRH regime, that said you couldn't have children?
That's
true?
Right. Yeah, that's true.
Okay.
A lot of rumors why, and you know, all I can say is I think it was a blessing in disguise.
Got you out of the Sea Org, right? All right.
When you think of it, it was a really easy way to get out of the Sea Org, because I've known a lot of people or heard on the internet. Yeah. It's hard to get out of the Sea Org once you're in it. You know, and I had a child, and at the time you could join the Sea Org when you had children, and then I said great, and then you know, Sea Org would align with my children being brought up, you know, with the the academy that they had, and it just fizzled out. So
right.
I had to, you know.
Some people call it the suppression of the second dynamic. Okay, so let's go on. You 15 years. You're out of the church, and you were just being a human out here, doing the human stuff, right? Working or having children.
I guess you call it that.
And so, how did you get into the free zone? Are you a free zoner?
Yes, I'm a free zoner, and I got in knowing Ray Robles. It just indicated.
What
at
indicated?
The time that Scientology is outside of the orgs, outside of the churches. You can receive it outside, and you can receive standard tech. It indicated that you don't have to be in the church to be trained and to receive auditing. It was like, that was a major blowdown after being in the Sea Org and in staff for over 10 years of my life, you know.
Yeah.
It was just like, I'm glad, you know, that the free zone does exist, that you can get out, and you don't have to be part of the church. Although, I don't think I would be here if I wasn't part, you know, if I didn't get into the church and see the technology and how it works in a group and.
Okay, so there were some good things you experienced within the church.
Definitely.
Okay, so in the free zone, did you ever get your processing or anything else versus in the church? Did you?
Well, I got everything that I wanted. There was not no stops.
But what did you get?
I got.
Did you go clear?
Yeah, I went clear, and I actually when I was in the class for orgs, I tested to clear without doing any of the bridge.
Mm.
So they said, "Oh, why don't you do the bridge?" And I like, well, it never hurt to do the bridge over again, and there was also power processing that was, you know, left out. So I did power processing outside the church, and it just boosted, you know, everything that you ever wanted, you know, to do on the bridge. I mean, I just went totally up the bridge to clear to OT to OT8 without, like I said.
You did all that in the free zone?
Definitely.
Clearing course and OT8 and up to OT8?
Right.
And how many years did it take you to do, you know,
was
clearing?
it a year?
With 1 year, you did clearing course and up to
yeah.
OT8. And comparatively, you were 10 years in the church and pretty much went nowhere. Okay, so which one would you recommend? We're wrapping it up here.
Yeah, wrap it up.
The free zone or go into church?
It's kind of easy to weigh the two. You know, it's just you know, try it, check it out. I mean, you go exterior, you see past lives. Your whole life is before you. You see the future. It's the tech. It's the standard tech. So go to the free zone. I really do.
All right. Well, thank you very much.
Okay.
I appreciate your talk and
okay.
your say.